So we check Barcelona team now. Hansi Flick and Barcelona sporting directors ne decided say, I was say omunya a left center back e Barcelona bobuku. So we check last season. Inigo Martinez as a left center back performed very well at the Barcelona bobuku. And to me, the best out of Pau Kubasi because Pau Kubasi prefer the right center back role. As it stands now, Barcelona on the left center back role have be issue at the moment. And to whom be say, Barca be could so no matter so bit a left center back at the number. And now this story about say Barcelona pinning for ne Germany. Now Germany no more kono. Two players and on person mukunya more details about them. Sa two players no baako Upamecano. Ana di otoso Nico Slotterbeck. I will say a kind of Borussia Dortmund. Sa two players we ana Barcelona pinning for Germany or mokakope details about them. Abranti friend say Upamecano a contract with Bayern berry. Ebewu nyame aduma 2026 after the season. Bayern for try the also mu ye bia. So mbetime renew the contract of Upamecano. Ede amatime friend say Bayern. Abranti any demands no up to date. Omuntimi ne Bayern for enrich agreement. I say after the season, so mentimi enrich agreement to betimako as a free agent. So of as a free agent, team bia obefa Upamecano bia no. I was so man signing on fee. No one man salary also. On the part of Nico Slotterbeck, no contract EU 2027. Or demanded 10 million euros from Borussia Dortmund say. So be renewing a contract with Borussia Dortmund. Or no Slotterbeck, you know, I was a team my friend say Dortmund eman 10 million euros a year. Dortmund for whom they say says can was through. Into Abranti number from up to date. Abranti friend says Slotterbeck and a Dortmund so some common or Muntimin Indian retreat. And Abranti decided say so meant me reach agreement by 2027. Or no Nico Slotterbeck no on renew be and for my team friend say Borussia Dortmund. E can who be and a Barcelona for say any sadia. Sabrante friend say Nico Slotterbeck say on renew. Now next season the contract beka 1 year. Now Upamecano also say on renew. No betima ba free agent. Aden ye has our two players no. The betima ba boa Barcelona. I was the left center back rule. So okay. Oh yeah Barcelona near. Question here simple. Slotterbeck nie. Upamecano nie. Yama opportunity a why and obey you know. Ken Upamecano season we or perform very well. Ne form na pique. Na simple krano o ye story bi e ma meti say about Mbappe e bo Upamecano about so say Upamecano form no e wo soro a e wo so obi ahwa Abranti nie. And obi a watch ne nanse na mu say ne form na timi improve pay. By Ken. No disrespect to Upamecano. Say opportunity wo hona Barcelona betima yimu ba kwa. Mefa Nico Slotterbeck. Mefa Nico Slotterbeck ahead of Upamecano. And my reasons are very simple. The kind about the left center back rule, say a row back qua. Quote is no and why doing the teams. Because left center backs or Maba say the quote is snip defenders are on bet to carry ball, or more comfortable on the ball, or more ball skills also. I say what press or moon pokra or moon lose ball because among the center backs no. They are mostly quote is more a crab ball, no, a progressive ball, no, and you will be operating as a left center back role. And it is a which I can recently cry for Real Madrid Bubukono. About a defensive setup now. Among almost center panel, the AO crab ball to me progressive Cassia panel, a branch offensive in house. And it is a which I can Barcelona. Coach per center back will be very comfortable in terms of the center back, the left center back role. And between Upamecano and a branch offensive, Nico Slotterbeck. Without statistics, I test dear or you're comfortable on the ball to me, a branch friend say Nico Slotterbeck. Or your star players now oppress your man. Then some mistakes as compared to a branch friend say, Upamecano. The ball carrying ability was so. Me no nim say, idea about Barcelona fans net I criticize the Cassia Pani say, Omo highline no opponent ABT highline now. Recovery rate from a defenders no ever from. Players no recovery rate no form. And to be here center back and I say defender. Say opponent ni BT high line in pokrana. The recovery rate no was and ken. Say kwacha chemistries na. In terms of recoveries between Upamecano and Abranti Fense Slotterbeck no. The ultimate recover kesiye or pace or power to recover. Obetima sabeje bono e Abranti Fense e Nico Slotterbeck. So to me sa wo check Upamecano and Nico Schlotterbeck eye no kre Upamecano wo form a wo perform very well by metimaka say Nico Schlotterbeck no an opportunity go ho a Barcelona betimi up and let's not forget say who negotiate with Borussia Dortmund a ombeje omusika bombeton e di amount and Abrante no so beka na 1 year also on renew so Barcelona betimi tieska any suru bebre so mba kofa Abrante friend say Nico Schlotterbeck so between these two kin ubusame di ameko e di ama Abrante friend say Nico Schlotterbeck me movie on ma menko World Cup qualifiers matches ni movie enra minya adaje hwe Croatia game mo win 3-1 me no ka say Croatia qualify e di akofifa World Cup anyame ya adoma 2026 ewo US Mexico and Canada ibehu Croatia ewo ho officially Croatia for ababe the third country ama qualify with Europe alongside France and England official teams and other countries ama qualify from Europe no Croatia group no about 7 games we winning 6 and we draw 1 or share 23 goals and we concede 2 with 19 points to qualify ben no winning 3-1 ni wie no nipa yebo ni din a 40-year-old Luka Modric and will be able to after saying no Croatia for a qualifier. Croatia qualifier no attention in our 40-year-old Luka Modric so. Okay. Idea Luka Modric I with Croatia national team no. Untimi overlooking. Mejitum say Croatia for who stars. Croatia for who top players. By Luka Modric. They were here with Croatia national team no. Idea bakwa I was here come one say. Look at the Chebe Croatian national team that was in 2006. And was says here friend national team. In 2006, I look at the Chebe PMO Croatian national team. Or the 2 senior players be to say Niko Kovac. Or the 2 Igor Tudor. Or na no me senior players at that time. Now look at the Chakra no over. And kakra. In 2016, in Penifo Mo Croatia, the captain Amba Nema Luka Modric in the king. From 2016, Ebesine. Say, oh, check Luka Modric, ni influence of Croatia national team. Ni leadership skills are, or the ama Croatia for, how are we leading Croatia for, on the pitch and off the pitch. Wabwa Croatia for national team, I'm going to do some penso. In the history of Croatia national team, about FIFA World Cup, that time on my year, dear power was France 1998. I will go to Mario Stanic, Boban, Sukamo. Na Croatia for World Cup obeka so maya ade pa by 1998 be generation a de omukodi te na ye hu bi wo Croatia but look at the chebe take you over be leader the Croatian national team no ade na suka mo koye in 1998 no look at the lead Croatia for editwem abro mo 2018 World Cup mo omukodi second wiase nyina ye nkofo dodo na wanwa say ye kwa World Cup countries akese wo ho Argentina the stars eba Brazil the stars eba Belgium nya golden generation England team no form ba ye bowie ye no ye benya France ni Croatia makọ final ye benya Croatia team in 2018 World Cup for Russia no more group alongside Argentina na Argentina kura wiase nyina stars with Messi Aguero omukra Dybala Higuain by Croatia for sure mo top is our group no na Luka Modric na lead this Croatia team no Koya eliminate obi to say Denmark. The host nation Russia eliminate team a friend say England and call final. Eventually France 4G. And the idea so come on in 1998 and Croatia for who be that say Yako World Cup akwa could third no. Look at the LED Croatia for the second FIFA World Cup. The next edition one kasa ukobi in 2022. After some the second or sabi mu could third FIFA World Cup. It is a check Luka Modric if it is about captain Croatian national team the king, especially about World Cup achievement any record any idea will lead the Croatian national team no untimi overlooki placing second third with Shasad Yesu Kambe ni no and at the age of 40 years king enra na Luka Modric we di 40 years as a midfielder o lead o inspire young guys no and o say dictate game no when him say o ma qualify for 2026 World Cup no we are the 10th major tournament up. Look at the Chedi Croatia echo. The 10th major tournament of the Omoko. And the funny thing, you say, Enra, Oshomo line up, na look at the cheese here kind. Na Paris cheese here kind. Cannot combine these two players with age 76 years. Luka Modric and Paris chomu age 76 years. And sa two senior players with lead Croatia omoko 2026 World Cup. I believe say in the history of Croatian football, player bien no also esen abrante friend Luka Modric, not even Suka. He's the greatest Croatian player ever. For me, abrante friend Luka Modric who deserve a lot of credit. Germany actually 2 against Luxembourg. Na ehun be hia say Germany be win this game win because o check your group na Slovakia for so ehye. Enti se wa check Germany ni Slovakia say so mu nyina what 12 points. Nyame ya adoma Monday and ye be hu wan na be qualify. And some Monday no Germany ni Slovakia na bebo. So enra game na Germany for ko win ye no. Na very important for Germany say on be win this game we no metimi catch up with Slovakia national team no. Obi o hwe game ni bia na kid. Na tough for the German national team. And for say Germany winning, you know. Born no a Germany boy no. Idea ba ko yenim Germany ye say okwa Argentina national team omo deal with more of individualism. Brazil omo depend on stars. By the bia ye tournament bia ye ka say German national team die. Omo bobo as a team because omo per collective play no more. By enra ye hu ni sa. Idea bo Germany pan ye say the individual brilliance and necessary normally in Adema Germany. It got to a timer. Now Luxembourg for neighbor 4 at the back. What park 5 midfielders? And we just one striker ewe nim ho. Name why a ding Ediama Pavlovic, Leon Goretzka, Serge Gnabry mu say on betima break Luxembourg a team no. E take 2 players. Some best Sanioma Ediama team e friend say German national team. Bako Nick Voltamad. And a branch friend say Leroy Sané. 2 players win a kid. Almost the same game no Edema German national team. Mekai pass at the timer. Julian Nagelsmann call up no our friend Leroy Sané. Senior pundit our Germany. Omo legends ekasa say abrante friend say Leroy Sané na ni so friend. By coach Neka say oni ne dada eno ni di obetima ye. An friend. Eno a game they go to a time not Germany be hin obi a obeje ball. Obetime beat Luxembourg 4 players in terms of 1v1 situation. Obetime crab ball no a progressive ball no a draw players around him. Now create space. No wait me a create chances no Ediama German national team. And then Leroy Sané yes said you man pepe because name why they say Germany for be breaking Luxembourg for no a defensive line. Until Leroy Sané neje ball now because of the 1v1 ability obetime take you on. Obetime chung. No draw players around him no a creative space Edema Leroy Sané 2 goals or sharing that he was involved or ya says bako even goal in pokra one assist no on the pass ya a creative opportunity no Emma German national team to share so no hope play bako or say give the German national team a branch friend Leroy Sané no kan ho and Nick Voltamada ken 2 goals and no share and then Voltamada a performance no also a classic number 9 performance. Adia mi hu ini say Voltamada e combine physicality and skills and other link up with his teammates. And anytime we are no or drop up a ultimately link up very well. And because physically no unhu den or what. Or bet me use the upper body strength no or rub box cinema ultimate battle with Luxembourg 4 players no and to use physicality and skill set no and other link up with his teammates and ultimately 2 goals no all his goals I know say you know checking his position and how we see place the ball no and how we see making sure so be move e dia kwese so enra ye hu German national team collectively na omo performance no e was so by the individual performance of Leroy Sané and Nick Voltamada SSA nyoma ni nyina de ma German national team ye hwe Monday omo game on bebo against Slovakia Germany win our qualify so enra 2-0 na e very important e de ma German national team ene ye wo Georgia and Spain already so we check Spain a group now Spain e wo 12 points ni games awaboni nyina no Spain e wini Turkey e wo 9 points. So a battle between Spain and Turkey. I was our group name. Turkey Bulgaria. Bulgaria for the Nadia. And you most likely say Turkey be winning. Say Turkey winning or move about 12 points. Or Baba be the same number of points alongside Spain. No meaning 12 points. So a important say Spain be winning game number 1 against Georgia. Nami Aduma ene. And 4 games are Spain they winning no. Opieno wait with the ball to Spain for watching 15 goals out of almost 4 games no. So the team qualifies. No about 4 games. We're winning 4 now. Watch 15 goals on concede igua. And show say a team then say Spain for ni pebo ni kura on pe control. And so we a team we possession based oriented side. was a possession no we make sure say o dey dominate air transitions ni na enti enfa won say Spain ebobo a efe no say omo attack omo ye effective ana de so betima Spain for because them dia no omo na kura ball no enti Spain for na demonstrate actually your group nim say omo na the best side playing against Georgia miti two ye ka football anka Georgia and Spain baby by football no asesa enti time dia no you can never say never Spain ever miss key players be Lamine out Pedri out Rodri out Nico Williams out by enfa won say Spain be lose sa key players we na no obi enu obetima ka che me say without Lamine without Pedri without Rodri without Nico Williams Spain any material so obetima battle against Georgia no disrespect to Georgia by players say available for selection De La Fuente betima use no on betima gina Georgia nim e kire ho e most likely say Kukureya bebo Pedro Porro bebo Kubasi bebo sa players we capable so betima handle Kvaratskhelia ye nyina edi tum say sa woko Georgia national team player ni hu ewum eye Kvaratskhelia on hu game no so obe ha adwen by Spain forward defenders so betima handle Kvaratskhelia ami go di say omo cause major problem en farmer Spain defense no without Pedri without Rodri won finfin hono ebeye Zubimendi Fabian Ruiz Pena and Marino sa three players we can omo ye capable so betima control game no e won finfin o Ediama Spain ade ba ko about Marino no last time na me ka say me say Marino or ye midfielder by a soul of a striker. Ye ka say midfielder bi wo a soul of a striker. A ye midfielder owura opponent ne half nimbia na ability to score osoro. And mostly players ni bi omutimi ko omani omutimi she goals bebrebe no. Ye ka so mo ye midfielder so mo a soul of a striker. Obeti say a Jude Bellingham. Or joining attack how so obeti influence am goals. And we be ana Marino wo Obe operate as a midfielder, but joining attack ekonenim who use as a first number 9 obetima ma goals. That's the reason why omu group no the watch goals kese pa wo no brand friend Marino 6 goals. So Spain missing out key players no players omu available ni na capable say obetima win meko win Ediama Spain ahead of Georgia national team. Portugal ebo Armenia. Ken Portugal Armenia di. We Portugal na atena home Armenia no be bodra minim Sebin faso ewu. Miji tumu say Portugal nka say what's by this time come qualify. Omo last 2 games our qualifiers no ana aha Portugal. Omo 2-2 number ofie against Hungary. Ye be end game ni dey supposed like here Portugal for no. Ana recently omo kwa lose against Ireland no. Sa 2 games na aha Portugal nka so ma qualify dada. Omo senior player, omo leader and omo top scorer Ronaldo ensiakan. By Ken, say Ronaldo ensiakan. Now you Bruno Fernandes because Bruno Fernandes ever returning. Oh ye Vitinha. Oh ye Joao Neves. Oh ye Rafael Leao. Oh ye Joao Felix. Gonzalo Ramos. Sa players when na Ronaldo nka ho na okoshi Armenia na untimi nsha Armenia dia. And say World Cup na hu hia say wo so oko. Enti again ba ko me ha me ho kra nya analysis. Straight win my team my friend say Portugal against Armenia. Ken kese ba ko betoga Italy ni Norway. Na Kenya ya asresem say Norway were 21 points. Italy were 18 points. Say Italy say Norway omo nyina beba 21 points. So omo points ne betai. And based on FIFA qualification rules ni say points no the same goals difference na what's here dey. Goals difference no Norway plus 29. Italy plus 12. It means say what's Italy. Gatu so much be Norway be 9. This no way for the Shebe 9. No way bet me lose, but this says Italy Shebe 9.
Me as FIFA rule no until see. The goal difference goes for. Was I head to head never made the third option. Goes for a second option.
Yeah.
And
goals difference now a second option.
Goals difference in the second option. You mean I tire I say how much?
Yes, give me a number.
See,
Anka yempasi atani nyina ya sa kobo. 21.
Monko ayinkobo match.
Dai okay, obi so ka na so anyere o hanse goals.
Na ma win match.
So mun nyina na kwaji tools ye nyusu sa.
I no make e mbere o but me rest one day. Am playoffs be be. Man say na say mo hwe Nigeria na yi se no mani age.
Ni age.
Mo hwe Bukabon na yi se
Cameroon so there.
Congo na yi se no mo fe. That's what we be playoff.
Nti we be
yeah, time but I think say overall, no way deserving.
Me know ya.
Haaland.
Ena krana me ni kwaku di nkomo bi say won say no way for ni bo two top Slotterbeck Abranti a ye friend say Haaland ana Solot South two players no he Solot ana Haaland hwe omo height omo jinani mo nti bi ehia ne say surprise ne beba o mema ogosi
no
nko mbobi There you say, on say Gattuso so be for national team in 5 games we winning nyina ho. They kick up with you. No way I qualify. No way I qualify.
They say Haaland, my genetic pop.
Oh, good. Say was odrop pound. Odrop vegetable.
He said, yeah, say, Mokika and our TV. So, the ball, that's one night. Na coach is na the coach is pep person na kasanko for one sema what you say mo pass you be abobi Susanna oba go di man na kafa no she
say strike Juma and so be say go defender with Juma ne say who be defend the goalkeeper with Juma ne say ball ne ba wo be chi
no do be coach and was a first nine
but say first nine say Messi die na say Messi na ball ne betu no wani mo she go
young queer playoff for the this
na mo say matches not do so players needs to rest. So why are you still adding more games? Sir. It's all break.
You could a for monthly.
Can because you want good football. Say a dose will be a games and any day. Let's say,
you could just 1 week. Master say no boy didn't show bill or like bill an hour.
And the mum say no ye kekako period bia on beton right in the man Netflix money and the bedroom level be no a boy no be back for bebree bedroom baby cry and be pay as you want to watch it. Of course it will get there very soon. You see we are say say we are say son
I'm a chum TV licenses or GBC.
Can wait here.
TV from Crabrim, TV licenses, Paggy TV on Tribuna.
Came and I say, we did. Dio.
GBC for Musman.
I didn't Ancasano, Sisino. National TVs Nancasano Mopre, and your Ghana Coa. Oh. Of course. Camera say na yeli komo kakra. Ken Florentino Perez with 78 years.
78.
Onya kwada. When you na oyobi very strong into say we say onamabontin you might think say he's young. Onya kwada. Say Ghana ha baby ni Africa baby anka na wo fast na mo kra ka kire ne sem tinefie na yeso so ye enjoy o kakra but this is a man na we dedicate na brabo e dia man Real Madrid or a civil engineer press o sika brutal adan a wo Spain bebre no ano e yo no but say o decided so be Real Madrid we jai sanye maningina and as I say attention akwakodi Real Madrid so but you know very well say eventually one day Florentino Perez will officially announce to us say we jai Real Madrid will definitely have to move on. Santiago Bernabeu crowd we jai ko Perez will leave. The stories are ever say ebia season ne ba na wie ye be company for bi so on train Perez na nkasa na se munim no a 2006 timer on one kasa buy be press conference say we jai Madrid na the time we soon you Then the time was 2008 because they had voted for him 204. But Perez, let me say this, Ken. Perez, the first time on one case say a failure. Perez Ebano. I remember February 2000. And I saw interview say Larissa Sanz winning Champions League. But Madrid etoko so ya diomo ya no a club ni begu because some Madrid they car 200 million euros as of 2000 early February 2000 the year 2000 and they car 200 million euros that was saying but Madrid were winning the Champions League and no more and Okoka promises say or to Abanamana or the Luis Figo but don't forget to say in 1995 Florentino Perez was standing for presidency. Ophelia young to Obama no up to Mendoza. Make some DSC some Perez buy, you know. I got 200 million euros. Wouldn't do a year. And remember, Charles said Madrid for training grounds at Santiago Bernabeu a toy at the Madrid, Ciudad Deportiva. Not a war mainstream Madrid, a crony one Casancasa. I to say. Kotoko, Ebiana or training grounds be war a doom. I mean, kind of service or training grounds be a doom. Florentino Perez is only sika on your name because that time of buy what on Redondo, what on Makelele, what on Anelka. Sika bien was still now 8 to be surviving. Sika so mukwaji bank for the air down. Do you know what you did? And yeah, let me use my brain. Me civil engineering companies. Okohu City Council no say yanya stadium no ye pese e ton de mam. Sorry, yeah training grounds ye be ton de mam. Inti ma menya example we to say Kotoko e won the stadium wo and I say e won the training grounds e wo edum. Na okohu came say came mo beto. But you say oh I to say how to folk e bia or training grounds be e wo circle. Na okohu AM say AM for mo beto. Inti Okoton the Man City Council of 474 million euros. Joe, Madrid they cut 200 million. And Okoton training grounds na they have 474 million euros. Or GC Kano. And what did we cut ya eka? And what did we cut asasi or bada babasho? And what did we at the Galacticus? Into Galacticos, you know, the main thing was the selling of Real Madrid for Santiago Bernabeu. Training picture or Yedema or Tonye. And on the Kotas, we chile say, I will build a training grounds there. Eventually, I will be BA. So the main game changer was Sadiana or Tonye. Madrid for Quechia. Say, why one of the nice places to see. And what this can be because yen tua debt aface so sikani bi susu ha yen fa upgrade stadium sikani bi ha yen fa kwaya bada babas now omo yes ade ni nyina wie na Madrid afei sikasam ekoyi ta ball ne boss so e ya dwen afi so ana because 10 ani nyina the first phase or just one Champions League. Okay, wetimi aye Galacticos afei supporters na ni age ho ma Galacticos no yen fa de bi kakranka ho. Because Florentino Perez by, you know, the first phase, the problem he faced was that he was turning Real Madrid into more of a brand than a football club. See, supporters epe football, no? Supporters extra trophies. But Florentino Perez, the early stages, he was looking at Madrid for the car. Me person be Madrid for fee ekemu. Me person be Madrid do pempen so bia. Among for makers, wow, Madrid for ewosika. Let me take you back. The year 2000. The year 2000. Ken, I'm taking you back. Ken's mommy, revenue. Clubs are never sika pa. And yes, sika from clubs. The year 2000. Ubon say less than a bar. Now a Manchester United na a topi. In terms of revenue. Manchester United. You see, why clear dates I was so catching up with Manchester United. And okay, say Galacticos bia star player bia no image right. Ya beji mu 50%. Zidane nkwande. Zidane krade ne no auto 90% na the Madrid because Zidane dey say wo hwe and now Google Zidane. Now it's a time no Agyapong to kese bebria because auto 90% of the image at the Madrid for some nobody shemu as Nisika. Can it social television is squad? This is the year 2000 in terms of club revenue. Manchester United and an Sika pa Sikeba club anymore. We are one na Juventus. Diotoso means Bayern Munich. Diotoso and 9 AC Milan. Diotoso enum Real Madrid. When Florentino Perez was leaving in the year 2006, na Madrid na Babaye number 1. So club are not no one children, but they were winning trophies. Sikasam be ye name of trophies some no supporters ni buefu no semester. What is the car? We are okay. But trophies no so eh. But what in command me new dinners because makani ma me no na dey actual. Club na was financially stable. Say stable you bring sika ko top players. You ko top players as a players my trophies. That is how the sequence of football works. But Florentino Perez complained, say Lorenzo Sanz was looking at trophies. He was not looking at financially. Real Madrid, how sustainable Ombeye? Ya to abane the amount. Abama Madrid for you sika bebre yet the Champions League wajiba kope. Supporters need the good so. And on one kasa but na press conference as no say. We jai juma no. Press and anoshi. When he returned, the main goal was to correct his wrongs that he did. So mistakes na esi ye no also about be correcting in 2009. Mistakes na then he was looking at commercials, branding, and unti yankofa David Beckham mbra, ni yankoji the Asian market. Beckham buy Real Madrid ko Asia bi asika obdi food oba no na nyasem kitwa. But I say in 2009 I want to combine the two. Because in the early stages, I was looking at finances. This time around, I'm looking at trophies and finances. Send about supporters ni beji. Minka into to wasu. The second coming was just 6 Champions Leagues. On passe. In total, 7 Champions League for Florentino Perez. Santiago Bernabeu, if I'm not just 6. Watra ni boss. Papa o feeling the power channel. It's the first coming no mistakes they see no wa correct ya na efe was so upgrade stadium say stadium here modern stadium last week was say onwie Santiago Bernabeu no respect papa ne de nebom on person be Santiago Bernabeu ni nyina free ho we Santiago efri ho Bernabeu ne de be keep nebom we want to add commercial aspect to the stadium yeah corporate sponsorship be near the abeka ebia Alliance and a company bidding be Alliance Bernabeu Stadium and say be a Lawson it did be a company be or baby not their tosso. We achieve when you Kai say every businessman he needs to live on the right route. So Obejawa and was so Ojawa say financially Madrid for is stable. In terms of the squad we just future players on one kasa that you are say I have left Madrid with properties in terms of players, technical staff, BBR. This is where we are. I can't bear too little above 2 years. Now we reach man. Any money you know. So person jai CC which me who the entire I was so jai CC ebia not nimpom because on one dim. Senya sa enka owie dwuma ne kama the next president obeja ni way because ebeju ono na Santiago Bernabeu do person oye bia wa ye bibie wi that stadium the legacy enye stadium the legacy no say you tutu form MES says about 6 layers of pitches. It would take years for a club in Europe to do this. Sadia no me say among for Shabon saying how Santiago Bernabeu is beautiful. Nemo esan sa papa no osisi adan o tsesa niam na sinte no o se the stadium no o ka cha nkofo so omuntu stadium na se nkofom wo be your story emre bi ka kire say omuntu form no nipa na etetete around Santiago Bernabeu. They complain. In fact, somebody no call city council, somebody no call courts. So I don't know, you know. So when you that chibi, ebia na mo dan ni krebu because who to form bebria. Perez insisted. So you look at the stadium outside FA. Name me, the biggest legacy is layers of pitches, you know. Well, then come a percent kabasa yibi. That's I start be kakra. Ken tell me oh, mama catch us and come be kakra. That's nyami show pa so watch them kakra. She Ken. Story now we hear say Chelsea akota akota bi na enu na nyame story. Na mama ka asem kyerem. Ewiase enyia na wenyi bi. Entwen emawiase enyi nchen nkomo yi etrako football. Yes sir. The best businessman is the person who what will happen in the next 5 years. Emrebi, Benfica, Ajax, Olympic Lyon, omone ko sa Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil kofa place eba. No be twa dia ma Chelsea mu big. Say Chelsea wo Enzo Fernandez, scouts, normally report iba. Normally the Man City, normally Real Madrid, Enzo Fernandez or River Plate. Benfica for no akofa Enzo Fernandez 10 million. Or buy an or call World Cup. Or call World Cup by 6 months per Chelsea to 121 million. Or be told the 10 million, no. Within 6 months, what time Chelsea 121 million. We are Chelsea, Sebi. We are Todbolia. If you think about this situation, what would you do? Okay. Feno Fatunche, Cucurella, Robert Sanchez, Moises Caicedo, Joao Pedro, now no Facundo Buonaneti, Graham Potter, and then the technical staff. In Kofuya Makenine, Chelsea, it's about £300 million at the Ama Brighton the whole Albion Zoo. Okay, who to Sugagua, then I'll be. As some now can first one, and they also will find a solution. She Brighton for style of football no more. Okay. Players number ball with the any coaches. Chelsea it's about £300 million at the Ama Brighton. Okay, for Paul Winstanley. Sanko for no top players at the Ama Brighton or Kofa. Neba Chelsea. Okofa neba Chelsea na Brighton for Kofa Sam Jewel say Ombe replace Paul Winstanley. Omo for Sam Jewel na Chelsea asanso akwa Sam Jewel ni bio. Oye. O say Brighton model no say yan kofa nkwada amfi baby mfamra. Means na wo ma nkofa de bia na mi betue ska. Sa nkofo no mo ye dwuma ba wo Brighton me kofa mo de aba Chelsea. Oye. Last month ye David Wire na ono so ye penyimpa na ono wosoro ahead of Paul Winstanley mu no. Wasa kofa no de na ba o de ne buy no so onko Strasbourg. Ti obi ye dwuma of Brighton. Chelsea are convincing is only Brighton and cost Strasbourg. Then of Chelsea here. Instead of we sitting down for you Brighton to go into those markets. Now what they are back, what they buy 1 year, now my Tom Sika said they are called for. Say Chelsea, Brighton structure in our town, they are about Chelsea in Strasbourg. So those people who were working for Brighton, scouts, bringing the best out, the best players. You know. Now Chelsea, rather our quarters are uncle for human resource. No say mobile say jumani mami. Oriye yo. Who say almost some quarter club Brazil already or Strasbourg order. You see, say instead of more Benfica money at the more coffee, me Benfica on our middleman, may you the free. Say I am dealing directly with those clubs in Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, basically South America. He said now the bigger clubs are beginning to analyze their financial statements and they're like, why are we paying so much to these clubs? Because me for a player from Ecuador, Brazil, na me tuya neka, ebi me tuya 10 million. Na amfa, me more kabia sao. But efa I benefit. It's just to say, They are going to do the Brighton structure. On the two to be Strasbourg, Okwaha. Anya bia or totena. Mienu bi befa 8 no amfa obeton wasan so nyi sika sa dia kofa foforo dia ba. That is a proper business. At Brighton, they were just doing it for business. But Chelsea, they are doing business and they are also chasing for trophies. Inti meka de esi so say we are saying enyi on say nan saying e kane o twan mo bi kofa enema free amonane ba na abeton dia ma. Also, we are seeing and nowadays people are even buying directly from the warehouse. Have you seen that? If you see any chase the world, and yes, sir, the world will chase you out. Now the clubs are beginning to learn. City for Girona, or Brazil, Bahia. Clubs they are expanding. Unse Afe, Benfica, Ajax, Omayemre. Get very well. Because they say, Sako, they be so. Na Chelsea force me power. Ajax force me power. I prefer Chelsea to Ajax. Eliminate those middle clubs. Eliminate the middlemen. That is how business we are gearing towards our angle now. We are eliminating those people.
I know I talk any Chelsea and Agyapong my more say Obugu said Santos we didn't come into Brazil. Brazilian club Santos. I just said your foul South America well foul. Na what first round no ba. Well, I know you're channel Brighton for Carlos Baliba. As they say, it's called more boy grammar the more from CC. You ever been come on, Billy?
Ken,
now anyone to say,
Yamiadu maybe a boko boss.
Boss, you don't come
Can Mamesha same from Spain. There are reports back from the Spanish media, say Spanish national team coach De La Fuente, a catchy player, Ferran Torres. Say, on do be tuneful. Say, only keep playing time outside Barcelona. And yes, I be some World Cup. No. Now on your fit, only match fitness into and shall be enough in the squad. Now, no amount for Bisa say, Papa na Babenya Barcelona who Trimukana. Because now no other. In Como by about Barcelona players and what the Spanish national team camp. Now supporters ne complain, he say. So players in the national team camp are no more kupra. Omuko pra no more abre Barcelona boboko no. Omuko no more kupra, no more abre Barcelona boboko no. Until there are certain players see are looking at the matches aka. Match ni mudro, and Spain national team ni mudro no. Players be one more supporters in ya na nko national team camp. Your friend Lamine Yamal. Wow, the story in the brain. Say Lamine and Kashi and the Spanish authorities. National team in penny for no, technical team no. Oko camp. Afi koko duru ono mo realize say we pra. It is a source and so come back. In penny for na bin almost say Barcelona ni omo dia grobi omo ni nye ho. Enti De La Fuente so watch as here all kind. Send the signals with their to Barca supporters the team because Adamu catcher ni say players no mo back camp ni pressure show mo bi ti say Dani Omo. Enti yesrew o back camp ahwe ni so yie mayen. O catcher o mo say o mo obi a preferential treatment. Obetiti obi a pe. But in seminar Barcelona for ne kan na nkenya ni boni mu. Because other players no and yes Barca players ni nipa chen omo. But omo ye fit no omo ba. But ye players they do omo pra and omo free injury mu ba. It also unquire over so manage omo because in as much as the Spanish national team here omo no yen so ye here omo. Enti hwe omo so ye mayen. O so omo hwe obi aso ye obetiti obi ape. Sa asem na twam akwa nchen. Sesia wa catch player I Ferran Torres say on keep playing time outside Barcelona. Na no na me bisa questions me. Ken questions are me bisa na and say Yeke Ferran Torres near the performance of Barcelona bobo konim. Last season, or a player na onya stats emfama Barcelona. 27 matches in the league no boy. Out of the 27 matches we league no or starting only 12. But the both season new year no was 10 goals 66 times. 16 goal contribution daily from 27 matches I started 12 pay. Ya boss season nevi ya ba be new season mo. Barcelona number 9 I will see a kind of Barcelona, Robert Lewandowski, and available a prayer hand consistent. Ferran Torres ababa bijilem. So far matches on my ball. 11 games in the Spanish La Liga na Quadana ball. Emu 9 and I was starting. Was 5 goals and I was 60 back. 6 goal contribution daily. And to the numbers of the player. even though on your starter e Barcelona bobo ko ni mu a clearly akwada na kyerɛ sɛ abere bi a obenya kwan bia no o prove ne ho e Barcelona bobo ko ni mu report ne eba nkyeremu wo mu ne sɛ coach ni suro sɛ Robert Lewandowski aba no obe start, that is number 1. Number 2, sɛ kɔbasa Rafinha so ba na Rafinha beda the other flank, which is the left flank. Marcus Rashford nso yebe push na ba centrally into Abia. Now Robert Lewandowski shas ya. Marcus Rashford and beba be replace no in case of film and I say days are one more because Osha Rashford nso numbers this season na eye. Eno nti na ma coach ni suro e dia ma Ferran Torres. Any problem because Obi Abenya na can the player we in good shape. Back in question am bisa ne say the Spanish number 9 position e hwan na ebo Mikel Oyarzabal ebo the Spanish national team Oyarzabal na ye di ne ho nkomo no ne club a osi akan oye starter last season Oyarzabal ebo more than 33 matches in the Spanish La Liga ken matches na obo ye ni nyina achi o just 9 goals. Ferran Torres na onye starter a wo ka che ne say on siki playing time in another club no ono e she goals the chen Oyarzabal e was Spanish La Liga ni last season ye wura mu this season Oyarzabal no obo Spanish national team no oda so e gina the team ni mu a o si akan on kan ne ho asem bia but Ferran Torres na on sign starter still e wo Barcelona bobo ko ni mu no as we speak matches are boy in the Spanish La Liga Oyarzabal about 12. He's a starter in his team. Ferran Torres is a starter of Barcelona. But you know, not so much as our boy. Only Oyarzabal with the same number of goals, 5-5. It is the only problem with Oyarzabal. The numbers. Now, be Ferran Manaba be Spanish national team. Dear be into the Ferran Torres and starter of Barcelona. They have problem because at the end of the day, Oyarzabal no starter on the team. On she goes in China Ferran Torres on your starter. Abro Munyampo, number 9 skin. And until I maybe say De La Fuente, ya for Barcelona bobo ko ni hutiri mu kana. Because Bono, so when you about the same position, na strike adwuma goals there. Oyarzabal emfa ho say or start and you better number 9 per the numbers and change Ferran Torres.
Well, Spain most important goal recently.
Spain national team most important goal.
Most important goal recently.
No creba di minim ni say.
On the J Cup no Edman Spain.
Di minim ni say national team no. Club football performance ni different.
We know Nations League. You go no share Nations League or share our final. You will find.
Any problem. But the minim ni say national team collab. Is it Edda? Obianim baby o.
Just say you ya so make us on the J Cup.
On the JB. One shot be a boy.
So, it's a club football performance in the year collab into the national team. It is all performing at the club level. Now on your playing time umpo. Now we play and now football only your playing time be yet ultimately goes in China no. Then now they converse the Spanish national team supporters and it's Spain for no. Say only a better player than Ferran Torres. In the Ferran Torres and free Barcelona bobo konim and copy playing time and yari albefreno. To me, this doesn't make sense. Man and draw picture be on Barcelona and yasam there be a yes M1 national team. Okay, moving on. Liverpool, a player I friend say Konate. Liverpool a man an ultimatum. Say omo man akwa si January. Say Drew honum. Na on show any sign say contract no ba be sign and I say on sign ya omo be ton am na free Liverpool bobo ko dem. You say we repeat mistake more than once any mistake be a deliberate action. It's me Liverpool be yadwen. Liverpool had a player no be Liverpool bobo ko na bra no sa or rising through the ranks. I mean one of the best players say we say Trent Alexander-Arnold, quality right back. Liverpool need the contract home come they be back and forth. Oh munya botere sign. Not knowing say akwada na fan ho adwene say ono ko Real Madrid. Enya de obesi akan dia ma Liverpool bobo ko ni biom. Liverpool nya botere ma akwada na thinking say we di oyeye dia. Eti ye den obe sign contract no. Ewi ase no contract na wan sign. Na de she Liverpool twa omo nsuru mu kwampo ni say Oko Spain okoye on Ville na Spanish na okọ kan ye no. And I say na just abra ye no di contract on come out back and forth nyina na why wadwene say on sign but not all that dying because Spanish now kind of not just a watch a del fiache. What born was a Real Madrid Bobo Kuruba Kwakusiakai. It is hard na see from a Trent Alexander no situation no. Liverpool in Peso be repetibium. It's Liverpool. I shall say our more planet. Pay players or more line or more up. Now baby replace your brand friend is a Konate. Konate about Liverpool. Or Baba be paying the dues. There's a central defender here, the Mark Club, Biano, Abrante and I. But Liverpool to say or Tongunya or some for so because at least now we'll call it into the mobile fire and okay. But the Liverpool platform has also added a lot to Abrante and friend is a Konate. A Pejano. And then Oka one of the best central defenders in the world. Obeboni Diaka home. Now say on the contract and send some shots yes eBay and a performance that Kwaku BB or but looking at the years of consistency, how the Liverpool. To be for recent poor performance ka Criano and Fankasa Brante the Modemon Sony. It is a Liverpool at Tennessee. Say omu be here quality no. Name omu cho many kokosha be a see maybe a champ. What is Trent Alexander and Odiano? No omu decide so omu repeat some mistake in the mini Liverpool penny for 100%. And yes, sir, ne campaign no seba. Ababa be kahun. Na another player or what quality omu baba be losing. Again to Real Madrid possibly. Our man say nya kapreba fem free media. Ma Liverpool ntina se masa ade ninti because twaso biem say ya dia then clearly any mistake biom e ya dia wa hye da na menya sure supporters no e dem pedifo no ho be che wo. Okay, moving on. Okay, qualifies in a course on now Europe. One of the players and the performance and so many powers in the Watamadi. Ken. Now Germany Bobo Kune da hono na national team no. Maybe a champ. Now per strikers or more they must so any pa. Germany na one of the countries that don't produce strikers. How more they must so any will be asset. Obenyo obi to say Gerd Müller, the bomber. One of the best strikers of our big Gracie football. Go no obesha. Enya to animu hon kwa dia for 2 teams or the tournament him. Ebenya Rudy Voller, who also performed tremendously well. Edidi Mo Ajajen Klinsmann by Oliver Bierhoff by. These were potent strikers. Eba go ni sha. O ya rest assured so mujina ni mo nkwado mbetimi ama numbers na bibia ko ye di ama. And then more after that era, Germany babenya Miroslav Klose. One of the prolific strikers. As we speak, on the German national team no all-time top scorer. Clearly, it shared the level of the striking department of Germany at the core. World Cup aye ni abra de bia ye di hu nkomoyi 2026 beba so ne ade nyina. Open striker wash goals our World Cup ni mu pa Miroslav Klose. He was a German and I say he's a German. It's clearly Germany minor baba be your mind bia. E ba strikers I am for mo boa. No more your Maya or producing one of the best we are saying. But in recent times, again I have gained the amount of the German national team to Bubenia number 9 we potent. Ni hu. Onim goals and to say dia me bubo ye. No jino money more no watch dia momo. It's at the point. Now you force the Mario Godzimu about the first number 9 rule. Just because na Pep Guardiola chance or using the Sao Bayern Munich. It's the German national team in penny for no. And so tribe anywhere. Marco Rosonom, other players are only number 9 Albania GDA baby. But yesterday the Omugina sa position nessa or more and from the German national team. Because I had then some Albania typical number 9, our man numbers. At the team 2022-2023 season, and a Niklas Füllkrug, the top scorer in the Bundesliga. And Omunya GDA say after all these years, Yababa Benya number 9 will be to me a boy. GDA you question or switch from the Bundesliga bar Premier League no. Ebesi Akaima West Ham. Füllkrug banner or buy and Ankoye. Injuries behano. Performance na tiako. Inconsistencies na bemno. Amaye who the best from Niklas Füllkrug. And also Swatiako akoda. Now, Watamadi steps up. Last season, Open Bundesliga strikers are no more ya pa per goals. Umo Watamadi din fan kahun. Because who go tikiti room? Benjamin Sesko. These were players who had numbers in the Bundesliga. A child striker friend is Watamadi. He scored only 12 goals. But Newcastle will a striker. And then Baba replacing Alexander Isak. Or no money got on so no fan by. Or back Premier League. He's played 8 matches for Newcastle over 4 goals. Clearly, it is a very good mark for a striker. Aside, the German national team qualifies no more than Kena Brandt and Abomakoma 5. 5 for the washer 3 goals and a 1 assist back. 4 goal contribution for the German national team. Now 3 now watching the woman say the last 2 games are Germany abo. Say no ni push Germany e di o ma to soro. Na di o mo qualify akwa World Cup. Aye kwa ko 2026 ah. Na ya Nick Votamadi insano. Because the 3 goals in Nigeria. But from the last 2 games our body about the German national team. The last time they played against Northern Ireland, omo win 1-0. Ono na share sa goal, the only goal for the German national team. And we mu ya dey and omo play goals. 2 goals and an omo here against Luxembourg. Ono na standing to the test onya 2 goals no. Edema the German national team. And Gideon shall see about finally looking at the exploits, Premier League especially. Any baller all body the German national team no. Ebiana after so many years, Oma Baba Benya a replacement in the striking department. A typical number 9. I'll bet me a numbers are Miroslav Klose and so Edema or money be. And Mijidi said looking at the scoring frequency of the player. Anyhow, all body consistency in the room. So or to also say yeah. Now over solving the number 9 problem for the German national team Ken. Yes.
Striker chin. Nice person. Or striker pa. Ghana me perceive Germany.
Sa.
Portugal. I say money no mabo e ko World Cup.
Yes, omo. Kenya new opponent be animu odin.
I say Argentina mo we say fat Sunday.
Sa.
Argentina so le no so no mbo. Ko World Cup so dey be out boss.
Uni akese for na e dey.
Portugal say no mabo. Nti say you fat country for no so no so no France and co group that. And England and co group that.
Debbie.
Argentina and co group that.
Debbie.
Tanaka, and me be some Japan.